Hey, what is up guys, Woo here, back with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the newest My Hero Academia chapter, which is chapter 307. So, let's get straight into this. Basically, in this chapter, there's not really much going on. It's kind of, in my opinion, a quicker chapter to summarize. It's called Been a While, which could have a double meaning, which I will talk about later in this chapter, or later on in this review. So, the chapter starts with them talking about a jailbreaker, which is the term I'm thinking they're going to use for all the people who broke out of the prison, Tartarus prison, or the other like 6 prisons that the League of Villains or the Paranormal Liberation Front or whatever they're called. All of them, all the prisons, everybody, that's what they're going to call them, jailbreakers. So we get our first appearance of Shindo in a while. We haven't seen him since the Provisional Hero License Exam arc. And his friend, Tatami, I think was her name. I'll have a picture anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. So yeah, we see them for the first time in a while, and they're trying to convince civilians to go to their school to shelter, because in the last chapter we found out that, you know, students are going to go there now for shelter to, I mean, not the students, the adults, the civilians are going to go there now to be protected. So it's easier areas to protect. But then the people don't want to go with Shindo and everybody else. They leave kind of defeated. They're kind of upset about the whole thing. And then out of nowhere, a villain comes to that area, and Shindo and his friend now have to take down this villain. And this villain is Muscular. So this is the first time we're seeing Muscular in a while. I think that's why the chapter was called Been a While, because Muscular's here and we haven't seen him in a while. Also, we haven't seen Shindo in a while, so put 2 and 2 together. And yeah, so Shindo tries to stall while his friend tries to convince the civilians, hey, there are villains here, we need to get out, this is too much for all of us to handle, let's get out of here before it gets bad. But they don't want to listen, and it gets really bad. So yeah, Shindo gets defeated, not without going down without a fight though. He uses his ultimate move, which was like Tremoring Earth or something like that. Basically, he uses this move, it's an OP move, but at the cost of him not being able to move for a while. So, Muscular was able to absorb most of the attack because of how many muscle fibers he covered himself in. Kind of like what he did to Deku to prevent any damages from most of the smashes in their first fight. And right when Shindo is about to die, we see Smash, the word Smash come up on the screen, and all of a sudden we see Deku hooded up, ready to kick some ass, and that is where the chapter ends because Muscular recognizes Deku. This is a pretty short chapter, not as much going on as chapter 306, which was the big chapter, the beginning of the end, the final arc, so not really much going on there. But overall, I think the chapter was really good. We get some more civilians' thoughts on what was going on in the world after the post-liberation, like Paranormal Liberation Army War or whatever you want to call it. So it's really good to see their insight on their lack of trust for even the new heroes, because, you know, and stuff like Heroes Rising and stuff, the whole point is to get the new heroes ready for stuff like this. So I think it's really cool to see these people not trust the heroes as much. I really like that aspect of it. And it's nice to see Shindo again. I do like Shindo a lot. I don't really see him that much in the series. Obviously, none of us really do. So it was cool to see him. I really did. I was really happy to see him. Although I kind of wish he did more. But, I mean, Muscular is OP. So Deku was barely able to beat him. So I'm really excited to see how Deku's going to approach this fight now. Since now he can fly, you know, he has danger sense. He has Black Whip, obviously. And we have no clue what's going on with his arms. So is he even able to use his arms, or is he going to exclusively use shoot style? That's what I'm mostly curious to see as the next chapter rolls around. So yeah, all things considered, I really like this chapter. If I were to give it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 7, 8. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting more world building and stuff. But I mean, they're cutting straight to the chase, so I'm down for that. I really like the chapter, so I can't really complain too much. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I know it's shorter than my last chapter review, but if you enjoyed, be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.